Good morning, good afternoon na pala. How are you guys doing? This is Arlen Donaldson, real estate agent here in Dallas, Texas. Kumusta po kayo? So my topic for today is very important and maybe it will answer your questions because one of my clients answered me this. Give me a question and I will just answer those questions. And maybe if it's your question or thought, this time you wait until the end of this video. And I have a paper right now, and this is the magazine that for the realtor, what's really the worth, what's really the value of real estate agent, why you need the real estate agent when you're buying a property, what's really our factor, right? So what's really the value that will give it to you right now? And I will give you the super concise answers to those questions. And this is a little bit of really, this time is going to be different for the buyers and sellers, how we compensate or how we work to our client, to our value customer. So consumer have many choices when buying or selling a home. So you guys really a lot of choices. When they seek representation by a real estate agent or realtor that is a member of a national association of realtor, which is I am a member. So we're opting for the skills, care, and diligence of a professional committed to protecting their interests. So if I work with you, because I am a member of National Association of Realtor, so my committed to you is my care, my skills, the diligence, and professional commitment to protect your interests. Not mine, not you guys gonna use a realtor because, hey, she will give 1% of her commission. That is unfair for us because we study a lot. We do a lot of, we have also a lot of paying every month. We have a lot of training, and also we have license like you, wherever you're working. If you're working to the hospital, like yung ating mga pillow kababayan there, that hey, I want to use the other agent because they will give 1% commission. Oh my God. So good for them because you use your profession to, ginagamit ka para makakuha sila ng pera. But right now, at this moment, you cannot do that one. And it's even before, that is illegal. I'm telling you right now, that's illegal doing that one. Okay, that's a fraud one. But but some Filipino, if you're in my page, that hey, I want to use the other realtor because they will giving 1% or 1.5% their commission. If you report them, so it's illegal. Okay, so anyway, if they're doing their business like that, good for them and good for you. Example, if you are a professional, a doctor or an attorney, and they say, hey, use me and I'll give you at the end of the month half of my salary. It's really not, if you are the one professional doing it, you have the skills, you have the due diligence and totally care for you will not do that. You will not do that to your client. It's really not a right practice. Okay. So I have like this one, we have like 71 we're doing behind the scene for you, for my client, for the buyers only, that you guys don't know, or we train it. I make it look easy for me, being your agent, to do all this job, but behind the scene it's like 71 really knowledge, skills before we go to the closing. Example, inform the buyer working relationship option based on the state law. So we have also code of ethics requirements and the broker business policy that we need to follow. Okay, and also learn the buyer wanted what really you want, what really you needs. Okay, understanding the buyer budget and financial concern. Okay, like number 4, provide quality lender resources. We have all the resources to really help you match buyer needs in available property, what's really you want, what really you needs. Okay, explain how compensation is paid and who pay for the buyer option. So right now, starting July 15 is going to be different because if you hire the agent, it's still in the process, okay? Either the seller will compensate the buyer's agent, or you, if you hire a buyer, if you want to buy a house and you have the real estate agent, you compensate, our knowledge, our skills, in our time to work with you, not not like, hey, you work for free. No, it's not like that. Thanks God they have a new law for that one. And also, if you like, what's really the value of real estate agent in combining this factor? I will give you a quick one before I go to the market analysis. So location, okay, that's why go with the real estate agent that is really locally knowing the area, the neighborhood, the proximity to school, the public transportation if they have one, the shopping, other amenities. Okay, that's for the location. Knowledge on that one, we do a research. Like me, I do behind the scene, I study the location, the place I drive around by myself, just to knowing the area. And then the second one is what's really the supply and demand. That's why I'm doing this video. Here's what's the market going on at this month, what's the market going on, last month, and what is relationship between if you're working with the buyers or the selling of the property. It really makes difference if you know the market, the supply and demand. The balance between the available homes for sale and the number of buyers in the market. So you should know that one. So the next one, being a professional, and what's really the value that I'll give it to you being a realtor is the size and the condition, the square footage, number of bedrooms in bathroom, age, and overall condition of the property. Okay, the amenities, features like backyard, full garage, upgrades, this is granite countertop, hardwood floor. That's all our knowledge and skills, giving and providing it to our buyer. If you will not provide that one, guess what? We're not doing our best, best value being a real estate agent. On the next one is comparable sales. So the price of a recent sold similar home in the area, like comparable. What's really the market analysis in the area? That is very important. If you want to buy a house, make sure that your realtor can provide it to you and knowing the area of their expertise. Okay. The next one is economic condition, interest rate, employment rate, and other economic factor. Make sure that if you talk to your real estate agent, hey, what is the interest rate right now? What is the employment rate in that area, especially if you're moving from another state? And what really the economic condition? It will affect the school, your job, the future price of your property. So the next is the government incentives, the tax credit, the deduction, and other government program that can affect the cost of buying a house. Example, if you are like paying one tax, or you're paying double tax, or you're paying MUD, you're paying PID, all those like terminologies, make sure that you understand, or you ask the real estate agent, or they can provide value to you knowing all those terminologies that they use, like MUD, PID, because it will affect your taxes. It will affect you in your future taxes later on. Make sure you understand all those, and your real estate agent can really explain it to you based on the area, the location, and the credit and that specific area. The last one is the government, is appraisal, inspection, professional evaluation of the property, the value condition. So if you are representing a client, make sure that you can provide to them and explain it to them what is really the appraisal, the inspection, and what is for them, right? So when buying a house, it's essential to consider this factor and determine a fair market value and make informed offer. So that is only the real estate determine. This is only the factor, very basic. But based on this one, it's like we're doing like After ensuring the buyer understand what is done from them, how it's done, and benefits to them, obtaining the signature of the buyer presenting agreement. We have a lot of documents that before you sign, okay, if you are if you are working with the agent, make sure you understand all those agreement, can explain it to you thoroughly, explain in what look like in the application for the property, any disclosure, any known defect on the property. So reassure that the buyer's personal information also is remain confidential. So if you are working with your client, make sure that their personal information is remain confidential. Inform buyer that you will always disclose all known material defect. So if you know any material defect, make sure that you tell it to your client, so later on they know what to expect or what to look for, right? So in accordance with the state law, provide the information on checking the sex offender registering crime statistic for the neighborhood. So make sure that you need to really educate our client that really makes them feel confident if they're buying a house. The next one, being a buyer's agent, that we really make sure that we are giving you, in whatever your compensation you give it to us, being represented by, you hire me as your agent, is so much like preparing the buyers, explain the timeline for house hunting, mortgage approval, and closing. All those, we explain it to you or email you step by step. It's a lot of paperwork, it's overwhelming, but at the end of the day, at least before you sign all the paperwork, the documentation, you know what you're really expecting or what is for you. So we're working to protect you for not only today, but later on when you're buying a property. Explain a local market and how it impacts to the buyer. Make sure that if you hire an agent, they can explain the local market and what's really impacted to you later on. Show the statistic in what the percentage of the list price, I'm reading this one, list price seller in the area are currently receiving. So if you are a buyer, hey, example for 980,000 house, what is really the statistic in that area? It's overpriced or underpriced. You have a good deal, or later on you regret that you paid too much. Okay, this is a job of real estate agent for you, to protect you, not to overpay, right? Inform the buyer of what house feature are popular. So if you are like moving to different area, so we say, hey, what's the popular right now? Because we look different houses to houses like every day. So we will see, hey, what's the popular in this year, right? Identify current average days on market. So right now, I will tell you later on what is really the current popular current days on market. If it's like 30 days, 45 days, 60 days, what's really the inventory in the area, right? And also share danger of using price per square foot to determine home value. So it's really understanding, sit down. If you hire a real estate agent later on, you really sit down and learn it from them, because buying a property is really, the biggest purchase you're gonna do, and it's a long term. 30 years yung babayaran, ang tagal. So make sure that you really understand all those step-by-step process, right? Explain the concept of absorption rate and how it impacts the buying process. So what are those? Sit down with your client. Indicate the current listing months of market inventory. So that's what every week I came to you to explain it to you. Hey, this is the current inventory. This is really what's going on in Dallas area. Knowing the local market is very important when you hire a real estate agent that is working for you. Knowing later on whatever you paid for them service, it's really makes different for a long run, right? So in also protecting you, your rights, and indicate share the estimate potential out-of-pocket costs to complete the transaction. Knowing the number, give them the number. So no surprises, or if there is any surprises, you can explain it to them why, right? Because it's a lot of money. Verify buyers' ability to purchase by ensuring they pre-qualify. That's why if you ask me, I will ask also if you want to buy a house in the first conversation that, hey, this is step by step in buying a house. Pre-qualification is very important because we don't want to see the house, example, for 900,000 and you fall in love with them and you only approve for like 500,000. It's a lot different, the price compared to your approval, your budget, and what's really you can approve for based on your income, based on your debt to income ratio, in the location that you're looking for, right? Everybody wants the nice one, but that's really your budget. So we need to sit down for that. It depends to, per family, right? And also, it's a lot that we're doing for you. If you hire a realtor that really work for you, this is worth more than 3% that we're making. The stress, the knowledge, the training that we're doing every day, working behind the scene with all the documents, and also the job that we're working for you. The only maybe is, they just showing houses, or maybe you experience that, hey, we're working for them. No, behind the scene, we're working a lot for you guys. So make sure that you sit down with your real estate agent before you hire and know locally the location, the supply and demand, the size and the condition, the comparable, how to explain the comparable, the market trend, what's going on, the economic condition of that location, the government incentives, and what is really for you on the appraisal, the inspection, and the closing cost documents. So it's a lot for you to really give value. That's why, like if you want to go to the case, example, if you want to go to the hearing, don't go to the court or sit down to the biggest purchase with a real estate agent, because it's really a lot we're doing behind the scene for you to protect you in your biggest purchase. Not only showing properties, before we show the properties, we need to schedule the showing access. We need to schedule each houses one by one. We need to schedule and get the access to that house. That you guys don't know. That is the one we're doing. Also collaborate with other agent, to learn, collaborate with them, so we can get the offer accepted. So network with other agents, so they will give you really good what is newly in the market. Set up automatic emails, so that's easy. Arrange the target market area. Provide resources containing the neighborhood information, municipal service, school, and other local services. So work with the other agent that really knows local area, that really help you to navigate when you're buying a house or even you're selling a house. When you're selling a house, like we have how many? It's like so much, like 99 item here that we're doing behind the scene that can explain it to you. It looks easy. Like for me, it looks easy what I'm doing it, but behind the scenes, a lot of work for me to provide it to you, my value, my proposition, anything that I will help my client so really goes to the closing table. It's a lot of works, but behind the scenes, I make it so easy, right? So, by the way, that's why I'm doing every week, as I promised to give it to you, what's really the market, what's really going on in the local market. So that's why I'm sharing it to you, all those information, all those facts, because this is important for me, that I know the local market, I know the inventory, and what's really going on every week is changing, what's really going on in local area. So that's one of my promise. That's why I'm doing this, and also teaching what's really our value proposition being an agent, and how we can help our client to make it easier, safe transaction, and also will following the rules, the ethics, the fair housing law, and that is all care for our clients. So hope you guys learn from that we're doing a lot of behind the scene working for you as our client, to really navigate you on your buying process, buying a house. And it looks easy, right? When I'm doing the videos, hey, I'm closing, hey, I have showing this one, but it's a lot of work. But as long as we love what we do and we're really improving ourselves every day to help, to give value, to educate our clients, and for you to share our worth, why you need to use a real estate agent in your biggest transaction, and what is for you, right? It's all for, we're following all the rules and regulation, okay? But anyway, this is the market watch. So this is the market analysis and in the area, local market watch, okay? So we have new listing for see, this is a new listing in just 3 days. 1,157. We have a lot of back on market, which is like 2 of my client back on market. Price decrease is more than the new listing, so it's very important right now to really we price it right, to make sure that it's really compelling to the buyers, right? And price decrease a little bit, and this is the active option contract, means a lot of people still buying in this time, spring and summer times, mostly a lot of people are buying, so we have contract. And also active contingent, this one is waiting for the inspection, pending, yeah, we're waiting for, means this transaction is going on right now. So 1,321, and also closing in just 3 days we have 1,054. So really the market is really moving faster right now. As you can see, it's still a lot of price reduction. Pending and closing are there, and it's new, a lot of new listing coming in the market. And if you are still thinking, hey, what's really going on in the market? So right now here in DFW area, we have last week I checked it, it's like three months inventory already, or 2.6 inventory. I'll get my number here so you guys know how many inventory in the market at the moment. So it takes in our area locally, it takes right now, I will check it to you how many days on market, so really knowing what is really going on, the statistic for new, this one. I will check it, you guys. Example, this is the historic list price per square foot. I don't know if you can see it, sales price per square foot, and the days on market versus the median price. So historic count of active listing. How about we go for the sales by year, okay? And then we generate it so you guys know what's going on. So this is really the 2023 is the blue one. This is sales on the market, so it's going down. See this one? This is the 2023 going down. The top one is 2020. You see this one, the purple? That is the really high market there. And also if we go to the historic sales price trend, and I generated, so still you can see per year the price is keep going up and up and up. So in January 2014, this is the historic sales price trend. So it's really going up and up and up and up and up. So the more you wait, the more the price is going up and up year after year based on the market analysis in the area, right? So it's really make sure. How about the list price per square foot every year? We'll see what's going on. This is the price per square foot. So really knowing the market, if you are really market savvy or you want to know the number, work with the agent that can really provide it to you. Hey, what's going on in the market, days on market, historic sales price. So look at this one. This is list price per square foot year by year. Okay, so January 2023 is super high. See that one? And then going down, and then right now is January 2024. We're going up again, going down. So it's really trending the market. So knowing all those, this is a list price square ratios. So knowing your market really make it different for you to what's going on and what is for you, why you need to know the market when you are buying or selling a house. It will affect your property value. It will affect your later on in your decision making. If you really want to buy a house right now, want to buy a house later, you want to sell your house right now, or you want to sell later, it depends to your life situation. It really depends on your life situation. Sometimes it's not about the market. What's really going on your life? You really need to sell your house based on the job, or really want to sell a house, you guys moving. So it's not about the market. Knowing the market is good, really good, what's for you, but later on at the end of the day, it's really depends on if you really need a house right now, or you really want to sell a house right now, when you buy a house right now, right? It's your life situation is the perfect always timing. Hope this one is help. No pressure and giving. I'm just giving my value to you, being an agent, and also what we do behind the scene. What we do, we were working our butt behind the scene for you, to give you the value, to give you the information, the skills, the care that you're buying the biggest purchase for you in your family. So start to sit down and you tell us. We're here to listen for you. Hope you guys have an amazing Wednesday and have a great day.